Breaking news. America jumps into PM Mazi Simon Ekpa's case, ready to expose the hidden truth. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 11th of August 2026, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The American observer John Rosomando, who was live during the Free Mazi Simon Ekpa protest in Finland, has taken to tweet, and this is what he has to say based on what he saw live in Finland. You will be surprised with what he has to say concerning the ongoing appeal case of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. I have a video for us. I have a video of the man in question. But before playing that very video, let us first of all read the article that he has written on his official X account. After this, then I will release the video for you. And according to him, this is from his official X handle, John Rosomando. Biafran nationalist Simon Ekpa faces political prosecution. I recently returned from Finland, where I monitored a significant case in my capacity as an independent observer. I am now sharing my findings with members of Congress and the American public. He said, I am now sharing my findings with members of Congress and the American public. Very, very fantastic. Because it is also very, very important that American Congress looks into the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, even though we strongly believe that freedom and victory is assured. And he continued, Simon Ekpa, an advocate for self-determination of the Igbo region of Nigeria, known as Biafra, and a Finnish national, seeks appeal of his conviction in a Finnish court on terrorism allegations that veteran U.S. counterterrorism prosecutors and investigators say would be thrown as hearsay in a U.S. court. Do you understand that? He said that the case which Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko is facing in Finland is appealing. The case that led to his conviction in Finland is an allegation that veteran U.S. counterterrorism prosecutors and investigators say that it will be thrown away, it will be thrown into the garbage, into the bin, because it is nothing but hearsay. Like, it's not even supposed to be a case in the first place. It's going to be thrown in the bin as hearsay. They say, we hear, they say, because there is no evidence to prove their case. No evidence whatsoever. So American veteran investigators and counterterrorism prosecutors will throw it in the bin because it is all about hearsay. Now he went on to say, they noted that the evidence of Ekpa's guilt was purely circumstantial and would never survive in an American court. However, Finland's lack of free speech protections and lower Finnish standards produce a conviction American justice will not allow. Wonderful. Finland's lack of free speech protections and lower Finnish standards produce a conviction that American justice will not allow. That American justice will never, never allow. And because he's trying to let us know that America is a country that respects human rights and rule of law. That very matter, there is no way Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko would have been sent to prison in the first place. No chance, I'm telling you. So he went on to say, The trial court failed to produce direct and immediate evidence as to Ekpa's personal involvement providing weapons to those fighting for Biafra independence. Did you get that? Did you get that? This is very, very fantastic. That the trial court failed to produce direct evidence, direct and immediate evidence. I love that word. It's very, very specific. Direct and immediate evidence as to Ekpa's personal involvement providing weapons to those fighting for Biafran independence. Like the way they usually catch the people that procure arms for Boko Haram, right? So you do not catch Mazi Simon Ekpa procuring arms, supplying arms to the people that they claim fighting for Biafra. You understand me? Simon Ekpa is living there in Finland, for crying out loud. You cannot imprison someone because he made a speech on social media and then you sent him to jail and tag him a terrorist. Such a thing, I've never had that in a democratic nation. You understand me? So that is what the man is saying here. The trial court failed to produce direct and immediate evidence as to Ekpa's personal involvement providing, not speaking arms, but providing arms or weapons to those fighting for Biafra independence. Even though, this is me now, even though that there was an evidence or direct evidence, had it been that there was anything like that, where the accused was, caught providing weapons to the people who are fighting for independence, it does not warrant imprisonment, because fighting for independence and self-defense is an inalienable right of every human being. You can't keep people in bondage forever. It doesn't work that way. Now, in conclusion, before the video, he said, no American court will prosecute Ekpa for what will be treated as First Amendment issues. This is the conclusion, and then he attached of course, the screenshot, or should I say the video of Mazi Simon Ekpa live in court. Right? So I'm not going to say much. The matter is still in the court. We are following it and we are analyzing it. So for this very case, first of all, I want to say thank you to the American observer John Rosomando for, first of all, coming to Finland to observe what is going on in Finland, and to, of course, make this very publication and addressing the American Congress concerning Biafra and, of course, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you for your effort, and we are going to continue, because there is no way that Biafra will not come. We are standing behind our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and of course our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently incarcerated in the zoo dungeon in Sokoto. So because I said I'm not going to talk too much, let me quickly play you the video for you to watch. Watch the video, share the video. Thank you, my people. Tosalo Numozia, and make it go viral.
Well, thank you for having me, and I address you on behalf of the International Freedom Coalition and its founder, Dr. Walid Faraz. That we stand, with the people of Biafra and Southeast in solidarity against the thuggish jihadists who have been murdering and torturing and have been, subjecting your people to untold suffering. And, the Nigerian government is required under the Nigerian constitution to provide equal protection under the law. The fact that the Nigerian military, the Nigerian government does not stand behind its citizens in Biafra is a travesty. And Mr. Simon Ekpa has been in the forefront of standing against this sort of tyranny. And free speech is something that we cherish in the West, and we should not be handing Mr. Ekpa over to a government in Nigeria that does not obey the rule of law, does not understand that it has to equally protect all of its citizens, and has instead chosen to protect a criminal terrorist element led by the Sultan of Sokoto, who is the real ruler of Nigeria. So I think that should Finland be executing somebody's rights and trying to undermine the rule of law, and international law says that you have a right to self-determination and freedom of speech. So, Mr. Ekpa has been exercising freedom of speech and has been standing, against the oppression by the Nigerian government. And I will call on the Finnish government to not send him back to Nigeria, where he will not face any sort of due process of law. And, it is not a crime to stand for one's people, again, when they're being tortured and held to a illegal and unjust standard. I want to give you concluding greetings on behalf of Dr. Wally Ferris and the IFC. The Nigerian state has an obligation under the Nigerian Constitution to give equal protection to all of its peoples. And, Mr. Ekpa's crime is freedom of speech, which is something that we take for granted in the West, and that country corrupt nations like Nigeria use jihadists and violence and intimidation against his people. And these are the things that he's being held captive for. And they should be bringing the Nigerians in before review on behalf of the slaughter and the support of jihadist gangs, supported by Turkey and Qatar. And instead of looking at Biafra, which is being victimized by the same corrupt government. So I think that this is what I would hope that the judge in the case would consider. Is freedom of speech a crime? Is international law that says that minorities need to be treated equally and with respect a crime? No.
This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes.
Thank you very much. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against.
Yes, that's correct.
It should be implemented holistically.
Yes.
I'm not against facing any trial.
Judgment.
After all, I'm innocent, they have to be against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you will be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? Will you still be comfortable?
It's not going to happen.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope. The brown envelope. Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it.
I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more...
Give her the Supreme Court judgment.
More, can you hold this for me?
She can...
I want to let the whole world understand something. Very, very clear. In all this is judgment of the Supreme Court. he made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable. And is here. Where is it? Please do bear with me. It says it here. What is it, page? What is that again? Where it says all these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the vacuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me.
Okay.
They kept switching the charges. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it?
Yes.
I made a broadcast in England.
Yes.
And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
in violation of their own laws. Violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where all these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
Because